Hey, what's up? It's your girl Karenique. Welcome back to my channel, Karenique's Corner. Thank you for everyone who has stuck with me even though I have been kind of inconsistent on the posting. I will get better at that. And welcome to all my new subscribers.
Kind words are the only ones we need to speak. Good vibes in the corner here but Karenique. Good vibes in the corner here but Karenique.
So I am a mom of 5 and I am pregnant with number 6. So most of my videos kind of, well, not most of it, but my last couple videos have been about pregnancy, like my gender predictions and then my gender reveal. And this video was kind of inspired by the fact that we just went to Jordan's work party and Jordan ended up bringing me back home at the end and going back out with his friends, and it just kind of got me thinking about how I'm sharing my body right now. So of course, you know, I can't drink or anything like that, which is fine. But I was thinking about what about afterwards, and that made me think about breastfeeding. So I'm gonna have this video talking about reasons why I will not be breastfeeding this baby. Breastfeeding is such a good option. I did breastfeed my last baby up until she was 1 year old, and on her 1-year birthday we quit cold turkey, and that experience was like so awesome. I genuinely loved the fact that I was able to breastfeed her that long and to completely rely on myself for her nutrition. But a lot of, I feel like, downsides to it I was able to learn as well. That's why I am deciding that this next round I will not be breastfeeding. I got my phone here because I made a list of reasons why I won't be doing it. My number one reason is, well, it's not my number one reason. I didn't put them in a specific order. I just like wrote a list, but they cluster feed. What the f?
Okay.
Daddy, he's at his friend's house. Yeah. Okay, so one reason is they cluster feed. So I felt like she was always on me, and then when she would fall asleep, it would be for a short time because then she was trying to eat again. So I felt like I got nothing done. Another reason, they become so used to the nipple that they want it constantly. It's almost like it becomes a pacifier for them. So even if they aren't using it to feed, they're using it to like soothe themselves. So like they almost never really took naps because they were so busy. Like if you moved and it was gone, they didn't have a pacifier. And my daughter didn't take a pacifier. She could tell the difference. And she didn't take a bottle because she could tell the difference. So it was really hard. Like it was really hard to get through the year, and it was really hard to get through breastfeeding and getting other things done and being a mom to 4 other kids because I was always with her on me. Okay, and along with that feeling of just like they're always constantly on you, it's like you already shared your body with them for like 9 months to create them, then you're sharing your body with them to feed them, and everything that you do is kind of centered around that because you're like, can I do that because I'm gonna breastfeed? Can I, you know what I mean? Or can I go here because you gotta like work around their feeding time? And when they cluster feed, you don't really even have that time, so you're just kind of always like, your life is just them. And I feel like it's so important for moms to have like their own separate identity so that they don't lose themselves in it, because you're gonna be a mom, you're gonna do everything you can for them regardless. But when you breastfeed, it's like on a whole nother level. At least for me it was. I was just so, everything was around this child and her feeding schedule and then everything. So it's like constantly sharing your body. So that's another reason I just kind of want to have my own body to focus on myself. And that leads into my next thing, my mental health. I feel like mental health is so important and it comes before anything else, and in order to be a good mom you have to have your mental health right. And I feel like mentally I don't think I could do it again after 9 months of sharing your body already. I would have to separate myself so I can focus on me and getting where I need to be. So I think I would need to separate and not breastfeed for that reason as well. Another reason is attachment issues. My daughter would not go to anyone else because I was her food source, and she just, other than that, she just always wanted to be with me because she was used to being with me because I breastfed her. So when my sisters would babysit or try to babysit, it just was a no-go. She would cry so much. She wouldn't take a bottle. Even if I pumped to put my milk in a bottle, it was a no-go. So that was hard too because all my other kids were good with going to their aunts or whatever. So I just didn't get the help that I would have enjoyed having or breaks that I needed because I couldn't get rid of her. I could not get rid of her. Weaning. Okay, so that's another reason. Like weaning, it was such a struggle because when I decided to, like, before I decided to quit cold turkey, I had tried weaning her off first. I would just like try to give different bottles. I bought so many different types of bottles, and she was like, no honey, I want the boob. And I was like, okay, here's the boob. And then when I was like quit cold turkey, that's when I was just like, I don't even care. You're like, I read so much from other moms too, like you're just gonna have to let them cry it out, because like eventually they will eat. Babies are smart, they know that they need to eat, and eventually they will do it because you're not giving in. So I was like, okay, year one, I'm going to let you cry it out. When you are hungry, you're gonna drink this bottle. And sure enough, she did, and it got easier with each day, I guess. But the first week was the hardest. But other than that, I'm like, ugh, I'd rather her just already be used to a bottle than me trying to figure out how to get her off my boob. So, and he's a he, not a her, but I'm saying her because I'm talking about my experience with Ella. But this is why I'm doing it for the next baby, which is a boy. And with that, with the whole weaning thing, another problem that came from that, which is another reason that I want to not deal with that part and breastfeeding, is I had 4 other kids to tend to, and now I'll have 5 other kids with this baby, and I never got any good rest because I was up all night trying to comfort her and get her to take the bottle, that I was losing even more sleep. So then I was just cranky and I was so tired, and it just made life harder for me. So I was like, you know what, I'd rather have a bottle, get enough sleep so that I can continue to be a good mom to the rest of my kids as well. Hey babe, go get out.
Okay.
We love you.
Love you. Why do you taking so long?
I'm not taking long, I'm just making a video.
Okay, Sophie,
What?
why you want taking so long to go somewhere? Why?
Because I went to daddy's work dinner. Okay,
Why
go.
you gonna let us
It
come?
was only for parents.
Why?
You guys go everywhere with us, we never go anywhere together.
Are you done? You can have those?
No, sure. I know what you're asking for. Go.
I love you.
Okay, shut that door.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, baby. Okay. And then last but not least, once you finally get them off your boobs, they start to hurt because of course they're filled with milk that you're not going to be using, and you have to just go through that stage of, you know, just letting it build up and then like squeezing a little bit just so your body like can get some relief, but not doing it too much because you want your body to know like you're not using it and you need to stop making it. So that's another part I want to go through. I want to just like get it going, you know, want to move on. Oh, another big thing too is I was always hungry when I was breastfeeding. So this last baby, I didn't lose any of the weight that I gained in my pregnancy because I just maintained. I maintained the weight that I had already gained in my pregnancy because I was always hungry after I breastfed. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you're gonna lose weight when you breastfeed, but no, that's not the case for everyone. So I feel like them always putting that down as one of the pros to breastfeeding is misleading because not every woman's body will drop weight just from breastfeeding. And even if they follow a certain way of doing it, like you're not going to, because we're all different. I know a lot of people who said, no, I just maintained, or no, if anything I gained because I was super hungry after. So I maintained because anything I lost giving to the baby, I gained because I put it right back in because I had to replenish myself. I was just hungry after. So I want to just cut that, lose the weight, and lose the weight, even more of the weight that I gained without losing weight, and now I'm pregnant again. So I really want to go, and this is my last year, my 20s.
Oh, and speaking of, you guys, while I was away, I celebrated my 29th birthday. Jordan did breakfast for me, and my sister Paula decorated and did dinner and gifts for me later on that night.
So I really want to focus on myself and hopefully lose majority, not like, oh, I'm sure it won't be too many because I think I'll only have like 5 months before I turn 30 after I give birth, but that's okay. I will use those 5 months, and I want to be like super strict on myself and just follow something so I can just get back to my healthy self, and that's what I want to focus on. And I know you don't have to breastfeed to be a good mom. A fed baby is a good baby, okay? So no shaming here. I don't care if you formula feed, I don't care if you breastfeed. I've done them both, and I'm in support of whatever the mom needs to do, because at the end of the day, what matters is the mom's mental health, so that she could be a good mom to her babies, period. Okay, so that's my video on why I will not be breastfeeding this next baby. I know you guys all just wanted to know that so much, so comment down below what your opinion is, or how you view these things. And yeah, thanks for always being in my corner.